Hello students. In the last session we have discussed about force to voltage analogies and force to current analogies. So we didn't completed the problem solvation. So now we are going to see the problem. So from this how we are going to draw force to voltage analogy and also force to current analogy. So before going to enter into the problem, we just revise force to voltage analogy and force to current analogies. Means comparison. So here input F force, output velocity I am considering, input force F, output velocity. Here to get the differentiation between a voltage source, okay, we have to consider E as a voltage source now, velocity V. Next, what is B M K in force to voltage analogy? So B is nothing but R, M is nothing but L, K is nothing but 1 by C. Okay, so here input F will become voltage source, output velocity will become current. Output here, the output is nothing but current I. Okay, next, any more comparisons? Okay, in force to voltage, in force to current analogies, if you remind B M K, so B is becoming 1 by R, M is becoming C, K is becoming 1 by L. And next input is F. Here the input is nothing but current source I. Here the output is velocity, and here the output is nothing but voltage. Voltage is nothing but here I am considering it as E. So now for this diagram you have to draw force to voltage analogy and force to current analogy. Okay, so to draw force to voltage analogies or force to current analogies, first you have to get the differential equations. So how to get the differential equations? First you have to draw free body diagram for each nodes. So number of mass elements is equal to number of nodes. For M1, draw free body diagram and get the force balanced equations. And for node M2, draw free body diagram and get force balanced equations. Okay, so now for M1, and for M2, see the diagram. For M1 I am having force F of t, next B1 is acting, next M1 is acting, next K12, next B12, 4 acting on it. Next M2, if I consider M2, there is no force, input force, but opposing forces are due to K2, B2, K12, B12. Okay, here what is the displacement? X1, and we have to consider in terms of velocities, so V1. So here X2 V2. Okay, so now write force balance equation. According to Newton's second law, applied force is always equal to the opposing forces. So F of T is equals to m1 d square x1 by dt square, b1 dx1 by dt. Okay, next b12, we are giving the preference to the first node, so you have to consider x1 minus x2. So d by dt of x1 minus x2 plus k12 into x1 minus x2. Okay, so here we have to consider the velocity as output, means wherever we are having velocity, that is represented or replaced with dx by dt. Okay, just replace v with dx by dt in above equation. So f of t is equals to m1 into x1, so v1 d square, not d square, because already v is nothing but dx by dt, only 1 dv1 by dt I will get, plus b1 v1 plus b12 into d by dt of x is nothing but v, so v1 minus v2 plus k12 into integration of x1 is nothing but integration of 1 by v into dt. So integration of v into, sorry, here k12 into v1 minus v2, because x1, if I write the expression for x, it will become integration. So integration of v1 minus v2 into dt. So consider this as expression 1. Similarly, get the expression for this one. So I am directly writing here. So here, what is f of t? There is no input force, so it is equal to 0. So here we forgot to mention m2. So now here m2 into dv2 by dt, directly I am writing, plus b2 into v2 plus k2 into integration of v2 into dt plus b12 into v2 minus v1 plus k1 into integration of v2 minus v1 into dt equal to 0. So this is expression 2. Okay, now you have to get from these equations, you have to draw force to voltage analogy first. Later we will go for force to current. So to get either force to voltage or force to current analogies, the procedure till now is same. We have to do up to force balanced equations if you want to do either for force to voltage analogy or force to current analogy. Now draw force to voltage analogy. So to draw force to voltage analogy, you just convert what is m in force to voltage analogy. The last session we here in the revised session we did, m is nothing but L. If I am having the suffix m1, you just write L1. Instead of k, you have to write 1 by C. Instead of force, you have to write input voltage. Okay, instead of velocity, just place I. Okay, you just replace the terms m that is the terms on left side with the terms on right side. Okay, so here what is force? E of t. M is becoming L1 and V1 is nothing but di1 by dt plus R1 I1 plus R12 into I1 minus I2 plus K12. K12 is becoming, K is nothing but capacitance, 1 by C12. 1 by C12 into integration of I1 minus I2 into dt equal to 0. Okay. Now what is equation 2? Similarly write down. 0 is equals to M is nothing but L2 into di2 by dt R2 I2 and K2 is nothing but 1 by C2 integration of I2 into dt plus B12 is nothing but R12 I2 minus I1 plus 1 by C1 integration of I2 minus I1 into dt. Okay, so now consider this as equation 3 and consider this as equation 4. From these 3 and 4 equations you can draw easily the force to voltage diagram. How means, just see, from equation 3 see, we already know that in force to voltage analogy we are having voltage source, next all the elements are connected in parallel. Okay, that is a major concept you have to keep in mind. Next, see how many current elements we are having. I am having two current elements, I1 and I2. So two current elements means two loops. Okay, I1 and I2. How many current elements? That many loops I am having. So see, E of t. Next, in a first loop I am assuming I1 is a current flowing. Okay, in the second loop I am just assuming that I2 is a current flowing. Okay, now from this equation, through L1 what is a current flowing? I1. Only I1 current is flowing. So only I1 current is flowing means this L1 is belongs to only loop 1. So I am writing here L1. Next, see, R1 only I1 current is flowing. So here it is R1. Next, if you consider R12, through resistor R12 both currents are flowing, I1 and I2. And these two currents are having the subtraction symbol in between them. Okay, so one current is entering, another current is leaving. As we are writing the first equation, you have to give the reference to the I1. Okay, so here this is R12. So here R12 I1 current is entering and here I2 current is leaving. This one. Okay, so I1 minus I2. Next I am having C12. C12, through C12 also two currents are flowing. So C12 is belongs to two loops. So here you just write C12. One current is entering, if I consider this node, one I1 current is entering this node. But what about I2? I2 current is leaving this node. Entering, leaving. Okay, so this is loop 1. That is expression 3. Next go for expression 4. So L2 di2 by dt. So L2 is belongs to only loop 2. So here I am writing L2. Next R2 is belongs to only loop 2, R2. Next 1 by C2, C2. Next R12. R12 already I have drawn. R12 is in between two loops and I am giving the preference to the I2. So R12 into I2 minus I1. Next similarly I am having C. C1. It is in between two loops. So this is C12. It is in between two loops. So actually here we have to take C12. To get C12 here, C is nothing but K. So wherever we have considered C12, right? Yeah, we are having K12 here. So here I forgot to write K12. Okay, so here it is C12 itself. So here C12. So it is already in between loop 1 and loop 2. So we have to close this loop. So this is the force to voltage analogy. Similarly, we have to go for force to current analogy. Okay. So how to get force to current analogy? So from equation 1. From equation 1 and 2. In previous session, to draw force to voltage analogy, we have replaced the left variables with the right variables. This is force to voltage analogy. So to get force to current analogy, we have to replace this BMKFV with these elements. So directly you will get force to current analogy. C. So this is the equation 1 I am having. So what is F of t in force to current analogy? In force to current analogy, from this equation 1, from 1, what is F of t? In force to current analogy, F is replaced with current source, that is I of t. Okay, is equals to, what is M? Is nothing but capacitance C. C1 dV1 by dt plus, what is B1? B is nothing but 1 by resistance R1. 1 by R1, and instead of velocity V, you have to write the voltage. Voltage we have considered E1. So just write down E1, 1 by R1 E1 plus 1 by R12 d by dt of E1 minus E2. Okay, plus 1 by L1 integration of E1 minus E2 into dt. Next from equation 2, this is 0 is equal to, what is M2? M2 is nothing but C2. C2 into dE2 by dt plus 1 by R2 into E2 plus 1 by L2 integration of, what is V2? E2 into dt plus, what is B12? B is replaced with 1 by R12 into E2 minus E1 plus 1 by L12 integration of E2 minus E1 into dt equal to 0. So where just simply we are replacing the elements, that's it, we are not doing any changes. So now draw force to current analogy. Similarly, how many voltage sources I am having? E1, E2, two voltage sources. So I am going to have two loops or two nodes. In the force to voltage we are having loops. In the force to current we should have nodes. Okay, V1, V2 or E1, E2 like that. Two nodes I am having. So how to draw the diagram now? So from the equation 1, I of t is a source. So like this is I of t. Next for this E1, E1. For the first node I am having C1 and R1. Okay. So here just consider it as a node, E1 node. For this C1 and R1 are connected. So like this R1 C1 is connected. Next what I am having for the here this R12 and L1, these are involving the two nodes E1 minus E2 and E1 minus E2 like this. So if I consider this as E1 and this as consider E2. Okay, so in between these two nodes I am having two elements. What are those two elements? Resistance R12 and inductance L1. Okay, so here I am connecting them like this. So this is R12 and this is L1. Okay, so equation 1 is over. Next equation 2. For the second node E2, 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 I am having C2, R2, L2. Okay, so C2, R2, L2. Okay, next I am having R12, L12 in between these two nodes. Okay, so R12, L12. So this is L12, L12. This is L12. Okay, so this is force to current analogy. Thank you.